Have you ever received a text message from a woman that left you scratching your head, wondering, what did she actually mean by that? Or have you found yourself overanalyzing every emoji, every punctuation, seeking the hidden message within? Welcome to the world of textual communication, a place where words can sometimes be as enigmatic as the Mona Lisa's smile. Let's dive into 11 common text messages women send and decode the mysteries behind them. 1. Fine. Imagine you ask her if she's okay after a small disagreement over where to eat, and she replies with this one-word answer, fine. But is everything really fine? And why does that one word feel like an iceberg waiting to sink the Titanic? Often, fine is a distilled version of, there's more to discuss, but now may not be the time. It may also signal a need for some space to process thoughts or emotions. This is your cue to give her a bit of time and space and decide the best way to proceed later. 2. K. Imagine you're running late for a movie night at her place, and when you inform her you'll be another 15 minutes, her response is a simple K. Now ask yourself, is she genuinely acknowledging your message, or is there a storm brewing? Why not a okay, or even the more enthusiastic okay? While sometimes it's just a quick acknowledgement, a solitary K can also be a subtle sign of disappointment or annoyance. It's a brevity that speaks volumes. 3. We need to talk. Now let us say that it's a peaceful Sunday, you're engrossed in a game, and then your phone buzzes with this ominous message. We need to talk. What could she possibly want to discuss that couldn't be addressed with a casual chat? And why does this sentence send chills down any recipient's spine? This often indicates that there's a serious topic or concern she wants to discuss. It's her way of signaling the gravity of the upcoming conversation and preparing you for it. It's your cue to arrange a time and space to meet with her in person and to brace yourself for something important. 4. LOL. Now let us say that you've just shared what you think is a heartwarming story about a stray dog you fed today, and her reply is LOL. Was there something unintentionally funny in your story, or is she laughing to lighten the mood? While LOL primarily signifies laughter, it's sometimes used to keep the conversation light or to indicate amusement, even if what you said wasn't necessarily a joke. It's her way of saying, I'm engaged in this conversation. 5. I guess, picture this. You suggest a weekend trip, and her response is, I guess we can go. Now, is she genuinely up for it, or just reluctantly agreeing? And how can you turn that ambivalence into enthusiasm? This indicates uncertainty or a mild reservation about the idea. It's a nudge for you to either provide more information to sway her, or to reconsider the proposal if she seems genuinely unenthused. 6. No words, just the thumbs up emoji. Now let us imagine that after crafting a lengthy message explaining why you had to cancel dinner plans, her response is a single thumbs up emoji. Is she being dismissive or just succinct? And can a single emoji truly encapsulate her feelings about the situation? Emojis can be tricky. A thumbs up can mean a simple acknowledgement or acceptance, but depending on the context, it might also harbor a hint of sarcasm or displeasure. Gauging her usual communication style can help you decode this. 7. Whatever you want. Now let us suppose that you're discussing weekend plans, presenting multiple options, only to receive this seemingly passive response, whatever you want. Is she giving you genuine freedom of choice? Or is this a test to see if you've been paying attention to her preferences? Often, this is a blend of trust and a slight touch of indifference. She's signaling trust in your choices, but might also hope that you'll pick something she'd enjoy, indicating your attentiveness to her likes. Have you been attentive? And will you pass her test? 8. Now picture a scene where you've just pitched an idea for your next date, perhaps something out of the ordinary like an escape room challenge, and her response is a contemplative, Is this the sound of genuine contemplation or a polite hesitation? And what's the best way to navigate this ambiguous territory? The can often be a placeholder for, I'm thinking. She might be weighing the pros and cons or considering how she feels about the suggestion. It's also a gentle way of expressing uncertainty without outright declining. Perhaps you might have an alternative option prepared to suggest to show you are genuinely concerned with feelings. 9. Maybe some other time. Now imagine that you've invited her for a weekend getaway, hoping to spend some quality time together. But she drops this line. Is she genuinely interested but just busy this time? Or is she trying to let you down easy without being overtly dismissive? This may indicate genuine interest, but a clash in schedules. On the other hand, If used repeatedly, it might be her subtle way of expressing disinterest without confrontation. The key lies in discerning the frequency and context of its use. 10. It's not about you. Now let us consider that you have been noticing that she's been distant, and you approach her about it. She acknowledges her behavior, but texts you, "It's not about you." Should you believe her and give her the space she might need? Or is there an underlying issue you should be addressing? More often than not, this is her way of telling you she's dealing with personal issues, stress, or emotions that don't directly relate to your relationship. It's a cue for understanding and patience, but also a reminder to check in periodically, showing you care. 11. I just think it's funny that. Now let us suppose that during a chat about your recent outing with friends, she begins her response with this phrase, "I just think it's funny that," followed by an observation. Is she genuinely finding humor in the situation, or is this the precursor to a deeper, more serious conversation about feelings or actions? When she begins with an, "I just think it's funny that," it often hints at something she's noticed and wants to discuss. It might not be funny in the traditional sense. Instead, it's an opener to deeper feelings or concerns she wants to share, suggesting it's time to pay close attention to what follows. Yes, friends, in the vast realm of textual communication, each message can be a blend of feelings, intent, and sometimes riddles. Understanding the nuance behind these common messages is a step toward clearer, more meaningful conversations. After all, in the age of digital dialogue, isn't it worth taking a moment to truly comprehend the heart behind the symbols on our screens? And before you go off and try to comprehend her texts and true feelings and intentions, might we ask you 2 quick questions? Did you find this presentation informative and entertaining? Do you enjoy watching videos related to dating, relationships, and personal growth? Great, just go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you'll be sure to get early access to our next video release. You'll be glad you did. We thank you for joining us here today, and as we bid you farewell, we remind you that no matter what she is texting you, to always remember that you are absolutely fabulous, and yes, you are loved.